Evidence files have been exposed as the Meg Squad fundraises for Bond Times donation campaigns against the royal family. Recently, a Twitter source shared evidence of Meghan Markle and her squad financially supporting Bond Times in a campaign against the royal family. The source revealed that some arch-fail fundraising supporters had participated in Bond Times donation campaigns, a few months before the Sussexes were featured in the November edition. Other groups with agendas against the royal family are also making contributions. Earlier this year, the Meghan Squad was actively raising funds for Bond Times. The fan base has significantly dwindled compared to last year, with a smaller number of remaining supporters and alleged bot farm accounts involved in funding campaigns. The Sussex Squad was distributing an 11-page document in advance to Bond Times to provide information, and then the tabloid collaborated with Meghan and Harry. Bond Times is a British newspaper and website established around the time of Megxit. A fan of Meghan and Harry within the Sussex Squad named Sarah, who initiated a fundraising appeal on Twitter, tweeted that the Sussex Squad had already contributed around £1,000 of the £113,000 raised for Bond Times within 24 hours. They seem to be channeling funds to the Hartleys, and there is speculation about their potential involvement with Byline Media. In 2021, Meghan and Harry used Oprah as a platform for their critical portrayal of the royal family. In 2023, they turned to Bond Times, a different year, but the same scheme. According to Lady C, Bond Times is striving to encourage readers to purchase hard copies of their publication rather than relying on digital content. They opted for the most sensational story they had, without concern for potential libel lawsuits, as they seem prepared to face bankruptcy or administrative consequences. For those who are unaware and haven't watched our previous video, Meghan and Harry financially supported Dan Evans, a convicted hacker, to defame the royal family through Bond Times. Dan Evans was also part of Prince Harry's legal team in his case against Mirror Group newspapers. Earlier this year, a new report by Bond Times has unveiled that the royal family's rift was incited by an alleged cash-for-leak scheme. The report also suggests that the royal family benefited from slanderous stories about Meghan Markle. The reality is that Harry and Meghan generate more compelling headlines than King and Camilla or William and Kate. The notion of them remaining in public service while residing abroad and out of the institution's control, dominating the media narrative, is unrealistic. The report goes on to say that Charles had two options: either allow the Sussexes to maintain a low profile in Britain, or distance them as thoroughly as possible to diminish the threat of them overshadowing the rest of the family, as per an insider outlet. Nevertheless, all these accusations have been debunked. Harry and Meghan attempted to use a tabloid to target the royal family again after other media outlets and streaming services distanced themselves from them. Is King Charles genuinely concerned about being overshadowed by Meghan and Harry? Not likely, as they exist in different spheres. The royal family appears largely unfazed by the couple. According to a commentator, America would gladly send Meghan Markle and Prince Harry back to the UK. It is evident that they are not well liked, with many Americans growing weary of the Sussexes' antics. While discussing the challenges currently faced in California, Julie Hartman, host of the Salem News Channel, humorously suggested that these issues aren't merely due to Harry and Meghan's presence. In response, Hartman conveyed that many would willingly facilitate their return to the UK.